They walked away from you, and now they are suffering. They acted as if they didn't need you. They could have done without you. They got mad at you just because you gave them good advice, just because you wouldn't tolerate their disrespect. They didn't want to be around you anymore. They went their way. They walked away from you who had been so kind to them, you who they depend on, you who shower them with so much love and kindness. Despite everything you've done for them, you do for them, they went their way. They acted as if they could have done it all alone without you. Now that they have walked away from you, they are regretting. They are missing your love, your kindness, your light. They are missing all of those amazing things you have to offer. They are living in regret. It's hurting them. They are suffering. They should have never walked away from somebody who was taking care of them, who was so good to them. Now they are paying the price. Like a friend of mine loves to say, think of the end before you start. When they did what they did, when they wronged you, when they disrespected you, when they walked away, they were not thinking about the end. What you sow is what you reap. They were not thinking about the price that they have to pay for doing what they did. I said they walked away from you. They cut you off. Now they're suffering. They wanted to hurt you, but they ended up hurting themselves. They ended up sabotaging themselves. Because when they went their way, when they walked away from their blessing. They walked away from somebody who was good to them. Somebody through which they were getting their blessing. Just because they want to do it their way, just because they feel as if nobody can talk to them, nobody can advise them. They think they're big, they're grown. They don't want to hear what you have to say, because the two of you were not vibrationally aligned. It had to happen. They were pretending with you. They don't really love you. They don't really care for you. And today we're not just talking about a specific type of relationship like a romantic relationship. For some of you, that is what it is. For some of you, it's a family member. It's a friend. It's a son, a daughter, a mother, a cousin, a relative who went their way, thinking that it would have worked in their favor, but it works against them, thinking that you are the one who would have suffered, but it works against them. They are the ones who end up suffering. And because you love that person so much, it didn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to know that they've gone their way. And like we said, they were on a different path. They were not a vibrational match to you, and the path You've chosen. Everything you do upsets them. As good as it is, they don't want to walk on this path. They are not about the advancing way, the advancing life. There is so much they can learn from you, but they're not listening. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. They're not ready. As the breeze blows through the trees, it's like you're throwing pearls at swine. The swine has no use. The pigs have no use for the pearls. It's a waste of money, a waste of pearls, a waste of something so valuable, so invaluable. How about that? So they're not ready to learn. They think they already know it all, and they are against somebody like you who can help them, who can guide them, who can teach them the way to go. So since they want to do their own thing, the two of you couldn't have continued to walk together. And you feel bad about it. You don't like the fact that the two of you no longer have a good relationship. You don't like the fact that they've gone their way. You see, sometimes it's easier than other times. Some people walk away from you and that is their business. You don't care. And it may take time. For some of you, it may take time if it's a romantic relationship and somebody walks away from you. At first, your heart will be broken, you will feel the pain, and as time goes by, you start to feel better. How about when it's a relative, when it's a son or daughter who feels as if mommy or daddy cannot speak to them anymore and they turn their backs on you? It can be very troublesome, it can be painful, but I'm here to tell you, don't allow that to destroy you. I don't care who it is. When people can walk away from you, let them walk. If it's a case where you have some control and you could get them to come back like a child, a little child, do that. Sometimes it's complicated. Sometimes they don't live with you. They live with the other parent. So it's complicated. It all depends. But on a vibrational level, you do not let that destroy you. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Like when you're on an airplane, you are told to put on your oxygen mask first. You have to take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of others. No matter what it is, as caring as you are, as loving and as kind as you are, you do not let what people do destroy you. Because when they destroy you, that's the end for you. You've already destroyed yourself in the process, and there's nothing to gain from this. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Is that how it goes? Certain things you have no control over, and you just have to let it be. Like the Beatles said, let it be, let it be. Singing words of wisdom. Let it be. Allow. Do not resist. Let them go. They want to go. Let them go. They have a lot of lessons to learn. Because now that they've gone, it is not the same. They walked away from somebody who was there for them. Somebody who was in their corner. Who does that? A lot of the time, people sabotage themselves. They rather hang out with those who do not have their best interest at heart. They want to be around yes men, yes women, people who will tell them, yes, you're right. And these people don't even believe that. They're hypocrites. They're just telling them what they know they want to hear. They prefer to be around people who will not correct them. They won't want to be around you and your advancing life. Are you crazy? Who wants to be around you? Only me and the rest of the advancing community. As you give the video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, they won't want to be around you. Hear too much about progress and success and victory and positivity. Hear too much, or too much. They prefer the darkness. Men love darkness rather than light. Women love darkness rather than light. And there, you're trying to correct them. They won't want to be around you. But who does it work against? You already know that you're not gonna let this sink your boat. You already know that you will not let their negativity bring you down, destroy you. You will not let it have a negative effect on you. You will not be there stressing yourself. Like I asked a doctor friend of mine one time, what is the number one reason people come to you, bro? What is the number one reason patients visit you or people visit you? He said, stress. Imagine that. He's making most of his money because of stress. And you have a say. A lot of people love to say, oh, I am stressed, as if they have no control over the situation. That is why you must practice feeling good. When you're not in pain, embrace the joy, embrace the happiness, be grateful. You woke up this morning, be grateful. You're feeling good, somebody gave you something, you're happy. Woo, celebrate it. Go all in on your happiness and practice it, keeping your mind at peace when it's easier to do so. When it's easier to do so. A lot of people, they're stressing themselves for every little thing that happens. They're blowing it up out of proportion. They're amplifying every little minor thing. Then you get to find out you have no problems compared. You cannot compare your little problems to people who are going through so much out there. Those who have stage 4 cancer. Sending them love and light. Those who are homeless, sending them love and light, positive energy. So practice feeling good. Stay in that place when it's easier to do so, so that when you encounter something major, it won't be so bad. You won't let it stress you, because by default you're vibrating at a high level. By default you're about positivity, you're about light. You're smiling by default, you're joyful. It doesn't mean that you will not experience pain, fear, go through it, despair, pessimism, even depression. It doesn't mean that you'll not experience negative emotion. But what it means is that you will not stay there. You will move back up. It's okay to be angry at times, but you do not stay there. It's human. You move back up to love, joy, and peace, and happiness, and gratitude, and it's like, how about that? But even more than that is the fact that the person who cut you off, that person who has nothing to do with you, they're suffering right now because they had something good and they let it go. They had a treasure. They had a precious person as you, and they walked away from you. Inadvertently, they walked away from their blessings. Now they're thinking, how can I get things to be the way they were before? How can I fix things? They want to talk to you. They want to say hi to you. They want to say sorry. That is what they need to do. Apologize. Especially if it's not a romantic relationship where somebody has gone out there and has made a mess with themselves, has slept around and so on. They're just like the prodigal son. Just like the prodigal son. They need to come back and say sorry. They need to come back and apologize. They want to do it, but pride, ego is having the best of them. Someone who wronged you, someone who walked away from you wants to say sorry, wants to talk to you, but they're scared. They're in fear. They did it to them. They did it to themselves. That is the price you pay. Whatever goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. And they may pretend to be happy. They may pretend as if all is well, as if they don't need you. But they do. A lot of people are so blind. It takes them time to realize their mistakes, their fault. They're suffering and they're still acting like victims. They're acting as if everybody's against them when they are the ones who are working against themselves. They love to sabotage themselves, and furthermore, they are listening to the wrong people. They are following the wrong crowd. Them so-called mentors are deceiving them, are leading them astray. They should be learning from you. You're about the light. You are about positivity. You are about this high vibration, but no. They're following people who are just as blind as them, even more blind. People who are leading them astray on the wrong path, and they're in big trouble. They're messing up themselves. They're messing up their lives. They are in big trouble, as we hear on this advancing channel. Big up to every single one of you. Somebody messaged me and was like, oh, you're making too many videos. Do you think I'm making too many videos? Oh, you should post one video a day. No, one video a week. Really? I don't think so. Do you think so? I don't think so. As we're here in nature, we're just chilling here in nature. If it's overwhelming, hey, watch the videos. Nothing negative. As we're here on this advancing channel and we're just chilling here in the heart of nature, the breeze is blowing. Let me tell you something. The videos are having such an effect. I see people copying the videos and using AI, copying the videos, you know. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting this channel. Big up to every member, every viewer, every subscriber. I look forward to hearing from you. My name is Mantius. This is the Advancing Channel. One love, God bless, and all the best.